What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And this video, y'all, I will be reviewing Greenleaf Season 1, Episode 7 recap, y'all. And shout out to my YouTube fam. And how y'all feeling this season, y'all? I need to look up how many episodes. And did y'all get a chance to see the upcoming extended preview of Queen Sugar? And it looks like it's going to be an interesting, series. I think they also have them 2-day premieres, the 6th and the 7th September. So, we might have to look into that, y'all. Okay, anyways. We it's a lot go this episode was done with Uncle Mac, Molester Mac, and stuff more so, if anything else. And we're starting to get a background, but we don't know how deep it is, but it just proves like Gigi is right. This is a effing predator, okay? And it's like, well, we're seeing the beginning of a sob story and how he gets his victims. Okay? Like, you definitely got that doesn't warn us out. He walking around with a hat on and a trench coat. You know what I'm saying? Type of just warning signs everywhere. But anyways, y'all. Now, I'm not going to go in particular order. Noah was kind of in this scene, I think, and Isabella, he was talking to her, she was in the scene, whatever. Now, here's the whole thing. We see May's, Oprah's, I forgot her name, character, cool auntie with the bar, and Mac's father. I think it's only 3 of them or something, right? Yeah, I think based on what it said. He came in earlier. Somebody knew, didn't let them know. Don't let him in. We got a big sign, colored, full colored, thick laminated. Okay, we pay extra office max just to make sure that this dude does not get past this line, just this line right here, just this line, okay, line over here, okay. So he comes in, like I said, there's a lot going on now about with Mac, whatever, right? And not just the fact of you got this audience situation, Gigi, is people around the signs, the Jake thing, Chastity was kind of in there, Kevin was there for 2 seconds, wasn't he? Chastity's husband, he was just like in the corner, like, what's going on? Everything's okay? And it was like, we didn't see him the rest of the episode. It was just like, even Gigi wasn't really in this episode, okay? But like I said, when we get in the episode, we see Zoya. Shout out to Stanley and Lynette off of Random Views TV. Check them out. Love them, but they also have a blog channel as well. But they're a fan, and they're just so cool, and they also review the show as well. What they call her? Zora, the drugs. What the heck did they call her? I can't. And then I forgot Gigi Dar's name. I call her Sandy. I forgot. Okay. They're like supposed to set this donations up, but they're waiting for the pastor. And Uncle Mac, was talking to them for a second because Zora asked Uncle, is basically, questioning about the God thing, Jesus rise from the dead or something like that. And do you really believe? And he's like, yeah, with all the birds and bees and everything else, if that can be created, of course it would make you, then we know that he can rise, a man from the dead, or rise somebody, from the dead, or bring somebody back to life, resurrect them, as well. And it's like he kind of left that message and kind of left, and Gigi's daughter was kind of like, he doesn't seem that bad. This is water, y'all. I think he's married, but does he have any kids? Because we find later episode he does some children. He was married before. At least I've noticed episode. I ain't gonna lie. I've watched a couple of reviews. The last last episode and whatever. Not at the last episode, second last episode that I didn't watch it. I just watched my usual reviews and usual YouTubers that review the show. Watch theirs. So, anyways, we have. Like I said in the beginning of the scene, now there's a lot going on. The auditor just came in, and they sitting in one of the rooms, and he's going there to talk, whatever, right? Make a long story short. Now Chastity also, by the way, around this time there's a lot going on. I'm not going to order. She's really trying to get Carlton in, in here as well. I think there was 2 previous lawsuits that he had done because of discrimination. Because he's not hiding who he is about sexuality. He's a homosexual male. And so, and he has a partner, and it's like, okay, accept me as I am, but I'm going to do my job, as is. So, like I said, we got that Uncle Mac went to go see the daughter, and the daughter's like this, oh, hello, blah, 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 you know, a couple of people. And then she's like, well, one thing I want first is I want such and such, such. And she wants the past 3 years, you know, of the Deacon Board meetings, you know, all the, you know, the documentation minutes and everything that went on and so forth, right? And he, you know, he got the new secretary. She up here playing whatever jam that she was playing, okay? Kurt Flink or somebody, but, you know, he like, hey, because you know how Lexi had, you know, got rolled off into the sunset somewhere, or I don't know if she's coming back to the show's guest appearance, but we all know why she left, because Jacob has been dibbling his little J inside of Lexi, okay? He been riding Lexi a little too much, and somehow, you know, and everything just exploded. Engine and all, transmission, I'm just saying. Okay, so, you know, like I said, she was like, I'm on to it, because I think she need emails and hard copies of this stuff, right? Of course, he just thinking like, we're just going to take care of it, blah, blah, blah. I forgot what Uncle Mac's position is besides being a sick-ass pervert, but he's something that he takes care of everything as far as able to maintain and help their lifestyle in the church. He's about to get nominated for the Memphis Man of the Year or something like this, or the Man of the Year Memphis, or whatever the year or something. And, you know, so everything seems to be good, you know, as far as the girl was able to print out everything, because I noticed that I call cold-blooded Bishop James, him and Matt talking once he went past, you know, the office with this new secretary, this administrative assistant. And he's like, you know, like with the new girl, they was like, so somebody's Carolyn's granddaughter and stuff. He ain't got to worry about, you know, making hints about something, about, you know, making sure that, you know, he ain't got to worry about Jacob trying that, if you know what I mean, whatever. And already, he may not get reinstated anyway, because we all know with Gigi on the pew, just like he's taking over and came back to a position, and we all know how much cold-blooded Bishop James loves and adores Gigi's and stuff, whatever. But like I said, it's just like I said, we're just seeing the latest. Also, beginning episode, y'all, we see first in the bed with Uncle Mac, Molester Mac, and it looked like, okay, is she 18? Does she need to be carded? And then it just seemed out of nowhere he was eating, got to go upstairs, about to eat some egg beaters or something, and then all of a sudden there's some girl, this long shirt, looked like his shirt, whatever, and she looked questionable, like, you know, like, you still look like you, know what, you still use Lisa Frank folders and stuff. Y'all remember that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you know all the characters from My Little Pony. That's what she gave me that look like. She made pass, try to put a little makeup on, and then get somebody to get a fake ID, but she looked it like a child. Or a young-looking grown adult that can still pass as a kid, you know. So, and then he woke out of sleep. Then he went downstairs, y'all. You know, he had, you know, them, you know, nice apartment. The guy looked like a security guard, got little white gloves on and stuff, type of, you know, people work, this person in front. And he's waiting to propose. And it's this girl, I don't know about her, you know, but she sits in the lobby. It's the same one he had, like, this almost possible sick fantasy coming to be. And he, you know, she was saying something about her mother was acting crazy, acting this bounds again, and how you are with your mother, and she's like, you know how she is, and somebody picked her up from there. So it's this, you know, young lady or adolescent child. Okay. So anyways, y'all, we go back to another scene where Jacob again, he's trying to get in there, whatever. He's talking to Uncle Molester Mac outside and stuff, you know, getting some food out of the food truck, whatever. And he, you know, is talking about the idea. I think he talked to Uncle Mac earlier. He got an idea coming inside. He's trying to see if he can get his daddy and them back on TV. Found the channel spot, you know, good price and whatever. Realized all the traffic to their websites and everything has increased it just in 6 months. Now, Bishop Coldblood James is not trying to get back on the TV again, okay? He even tried to shut down Jacob's, you know, like, dream about them going to get back on there. And also, it's known that him and Carissa, explains it all, is back together again at the moment. And, all of a sudden, he explains, he just bluntly told Uncle Molester Mac, told Jacob, like, you might as well give it up, bro. You ain't about to get back into the, you know, in breeding state or whatever since Gigi is back. And, you know, basically what you pulled, whatever, would not get you back in there. And here go Jacob. Well, what you did, you still here. And I'm thinking, like, because I don't know how old the kids are. They wasn't they like one of the youngest, and I'm kind of wondering how old he was, if they ever go into depth as far as when this stuff started to take and happen, and like he's actually okay talking to his Uncle Mac, and he got a daughter, and never mind, because if he can mess with, I mean, you get what I'm saying, okay? Because you know what I'm saying, that. Whew, okay, so. Anyways, he kind of left it alone. He just like, okay, whatever, and just kept eating his food and so forth. Then we around that same time, like I said, when they have this sign about the guy, like I said, was a lot going on, so I'm a little bit all over the place. I forgot to mention, like I said, the daddy, like I said, Maze, the character Oprah plays, and Uncle Melissa Maker has made an appearance, and somebody let him slip past and not pay attention to, maybe the picture, not to let him through. And he's, in, Uncle Melissa Mac's room, and he's like, basically, they know 2 buses and 4 buses and stuff like that in Stockholm City. Basically, I could get myself together. So what I took already was based on he was letting know, like, he's type as a gambler and stuff, whatever. And he first was letting know, okay, he like this, and, Uncle Melissa Mac gave him a couple dollars. He like, then he had to pile up a here and pile up some more. And pile up some more. I mean, pile up, well, I mean, him just saying, I don't know if it was all 20 to 100, but it's enough where he was like, thank you. Okay, I know, I won't come back. Okay, whatever, because he was trying to get him out. I know, I'm not welcome. I'll go ahead and leave. Okay, thank you, son. And left out of there. Something like that. I'm not going through all the conversation, but you know what I mean. So it's kind of questionable that it seemed like their dad at least was possibly an alcoholic or obviously a gambler. So we also, like I said, I think he had contact with Noah because, like I said, May course found out, and somebody else I forgot about, knowing that their daddy was there, and that's one thing she made us not want that man to come across ever in that establishment. They're building again, and Uncle Melissa Mac goes to talk to Noah, whatever, right? And he's like, asked Noah one thing, does he have a problem? And he like, like, no, what do you think then? And he was trying to automatically assume, well, whatever Gigi told you, that's not true. And no, it's like, I didn't, say anything to her, stuff like that. And he just walked in on Noah when he had like a speakerphone, his fiance Isabella, and she wanted $800 cake. And then she was referring to, well, they're paying for everything else, blah, blah, but he still was kind of iffy about the cake. And he like, they only got 2 more weeks. And like I said, that's when Uncle Mac Molester came in, just here, and try to like clear that up. Around that same time, I think the next day or two, when they're also doing this auditing to get information, in between, there was also a card with Gigi's name on it, business card, when, on the office table with her auditing. And then, like I said, it is still a lot going on. Also, too, was interesting, Uncle Mac, like I said, it was seemed to be focused more so on Mr. Mac today. And he had a photo book, and it was classic portraits, and the girl that seems to be of his interest looks like one of the girls in one of the women in the photos. And so we go ahead, y'all, and like I said, Morgan Freeman, is supposed to be hosting, like I said, he posted on this board. He talked to, like I said, reporter, whatever, did a little quick interview about doing this, and talking about God and everything else, and about the blessing or something. I forgot what the speech was, but anyways, y'all, in between, the auditor comes back and basically has some questions. Okay, some things I guess she feels like he needs to cut it in terms of like some questioning of some things. Now she like what is this love offerings? And he's like, well, basically it's every certain amount of months, besides giving to the weekly tithes, that, there's, the congregation, people come to church, whatever, come and just, give a little, offering as far as cash, to basically bless the, the bishop, and so forth. And then she just, okay, now does he report this on his, on his taxes, this extra income? And, he trying to come with an amendment. She shut it down like, that Ben photo, whatever. Okay. So she basically like this, like, okay, I want this information, I want the personal income from blah blah blah, and these files, whatever. And he like, we'll take care of it. And she's like, oh no, we'll take care of it from here. So he already looking like, oh snap. So between that, like I said, we got Charity, trying to get Carlton hired in and talking, and they had like a little discussion because, like I said, she wants to hire him, but Mac is pretty iffy, and they like to have a talk, and he was like, you don't think he would, bring us downtown as far as like with anything? And he was like, no, I don't think it should be whatever, And when he left out the room, he's basically trying to hire him as just original 1099 and not trying to hire him full time. Maybe they'll think about it in a year from now about Shores. Jesse's trying to say like, he's good, he's basically good for this job and stuff. Like, and his partner just lost his job, whatever. And he ain't worried about the Shores. About to slip, almost like they're saying, like he ain't worried about any gay folks or nothing. But he kind of upset lutitious or something like the TV lutitious persons, such as himself. So she's like, still like, is she gonna hire him or not? No, and just kind of just left it as that. He also around the same time pays Gigi a type of visit. This one Kevin just go pop up out of nowhere. Besides looking at at some lovely 6-packs and stuff, and some dudes that could have posed for Calvin Klein. He gonna come to Gigi's office like, stay out of my business and blah blah blah. This is a little after he's seen the card, right? And she just like, what is she talking? It's like the way she's like, what are you talking about? And because he wants to know why was she talking to Otter, because like I said, it's starting stuff in between. It seems like everything's happening all at once. And all of a sudden, she first said, that's confidential, whatever. And she came to work with him because he's like this. What you think you know, you do know, it's not know now. And sometimes you be confused and stuff like that. And what you think you don't know, you know not. But stay out of my business because it's not going to be known for this matter only. And she just, because she said something, no, but she just like this. Confident when she explained what was confidential, she was just like, you know what? She came out my son. Her son, is a vet in the war. I think he lost both of his legs. So she was trying to find a program for vets for him. Disabled vets or something like that. And she was just like, that's when she formed like she knows, but it's just like, to a certain point she let me know like, okay, you're not gonna imitate, I don't feel threatened by you type of thing. But that's when he starts saying, no, not no once, blah 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 blah. And that's when Kevin gonna pop up like in the door like, we fine? Oh, okay, what is going on here? And he kind of just left it. He was just like this. You better stay out my business. Like I said, Mac, you being careful, whatever. I wanted to go get the plane now the way this stuff is going, okay? Somebody gonna get shot. I don't know who. Next episode. But anyways, y'all. We're gonna go back to, like I said, a lot of this seemed like it was face of Mac intertwining with Mac and seeing I don't know. I still don't feel sorry for his ass, but just seeing like everything start to unravel and unravel to a point where it's like you're seeing everything start to fall down and everything come to a head. And maybe he was still able to carry over. If Faye did not kill herself, then maybe they might have been able to continue to a certain extent. But then the auditor, you can only hide so long, whatever, because like I said, the whole thing is they wanted to rush and get a plane or start in the process of getting a plane that got repoed by somebody else. Who used to be a mega church and stuff. So, because the guy, when it was leaving sell, I know this is going to go off subject, but if you notice when the guy was trying to sell, show him the plane, the iPad, he kind of was not trying to explain like how he lost the plane. Did he not like the plane? Did he go somewhere? It just made it seem like he lost everything. And you kind of have to wonder, is it the same way where he was audit problems and stuff, the reason why, they in that position, and they better hope a Greenleaf folks, whatever, that they don't lose everything. Okay, because I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Besides, that could be a bad luck jet. I'm just saying. So, we go to another scene, and like I said, it's going up to the Memphis Man of the Year award with Uncle Mac. And he also calls Isabella. This is around when we seen that photo, like I said, it was jumping everywhere. He offers to call her and offers to get the cake. Whatever cake they want, to get Bill and just send it to him, send it to him, whatever. That's also a way to get in touch. You know what I'm saying? Like to pretend, but same time, be nice, but have ulterior motive. You know, I hate people like that where they be nice. I mean, just because sometimes you can be nice to people you don't like or you don't hang with, blah blah blah, or whatever the case is. But when you have like a hidden agenda and your purpose is to do that only because you can gain this, you know, say you're behind, you know, nobody knows you took the last 2 Oreo cookies out the cookie jar, you know, something like that, you know, or something. But just do it just because you know it's like, you know, you're passing as a sheep, but you really are a python. Just you know, just you know. So, anyways. We go to another scene where it's going towards midnight, episode towards the end of the episode. Like I said, I don't think Gigi I don't think really talked to Noah this episode, whatever. But yeah, I'm not going into everything. But yeah, now like I said, when everything's coming downhill, now after the reporting, like I said, you know, we got Uncle Max smiling, everything, you know, smiling for the kids, and you know, we don't know if it's smiling for the kids, but you know, for more reasons than one, because we know how he rolls, but. You know, then Uncle Cole, or Bishop Cole, Jessica was like, oh, okay. He was looking, you know, sitting there, and then he was like, come into my office. What happened? Because, you know, even Uncle Mac trying to, what would the daughter say? Just keep following me, just follow me. You know, it looked like he was about to pull out, you know, had one of them old razors, about to pull out, you know, slice or whatever, because she had one of them look, you know, how the actor, you know, the voice and the looks when he face furious, like he gonna F you up. And that's pretty much what he was giving me like this. But he was just going to wait till all the doors, you know, pile the big ass wooden doors and then take care of them. And so he closes the door and already knew it was going to be good news. You know, anyway. Because remember, she should have taken it for there. And then next minute, it's like being known like how she wants not just their personal information. She want to know like everything down to what they bought in 3 years. Why the heck they got 10 pairs of gaiters when they're in a congregation in Detroit somewhere. From City Slickers. If y'all remember City Slickers there. Why they have 40 boxes of Crest toothpaste and not claiming that. You know what I'm just saying? Like she wants to know everything and have a receipt. You know, we're talking about receipts, okay? You know, why did Jacob get that S-curl kick in 1989? You know, I'm just saying, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jacob's that old, but I'm saying, I mean, holding up to get escorts up. But you see what I'm saying is, but Fine Print, he's not going to go through all of this. You know, first Uncle Mac was trying to say, well, I'm sorry, you know, I'm just with everything going on and, you know, lights, camera, action, and all this stuff. And he just like this. If you weren't about trying to save folks and was more focused that half the time spending extra into your job, then we wouldn't have a problem in the first place. I'm giving you 1 day. Okay, 1 day, I'm not going to tell May anything about this. But, you know, I'm just wondering what's going to happen when that 1 day comes, okay? And from the looks of things, what he's going to do that 1 day is basically do some more of his effed up actions, okay? And the reason why Gigi is down there and why his niece, also knows one of his many victims, you know, is deceased, really. So we got the man of the night thing, whatever, right? And I think it was either on their way to this event or whatever. Now, like I said, Noah already has been notified about this. And of course, again, it's the daddy. And daddy looked like he got little black eyes, whatever. So, you know, the gamble, whatever the heck he trying to do, whatever. And here go May. And he seemed drunk and slurred. And he's like, you know what? That's my daughter. That light high yellow whore. She ain't my daughter. And because May like this, oh my gosh, no, you got to get rid of, because, you know, they start, like I said, I think getting ready to go and leaving out the building. And she even was trying to tell Daddy, just go, Dad, just please go now. And then she even trying to tell Noah, no, go call the police. He's like, no, I'll leave. But she looking at Mac like, you know what to do. Give me my money. Don't ask no questions. Just give me my money. And so, remember, don't be minutes while drinking your juice in the hood. Classic movie. And that scene. So he give us money. You know, May's trying to stop Uncle Mac from giving the money, and I think he still gave it to him anyway. And he just like because you know the dad like give me what you can, and then he just kind of had left. And Gigi's just singing in the background, just standing and stuff like, okay, this is interesting. I ain't saying a word, but okay. Everybody gonna act like we don't see what the heck this is. So I'm kind of wondering, does she know her great? You know what I'm saying? It's so many layers to stretch out. I don't know if this is going to pick up a season 2 or whatever. But so much, I'm kind of wondering how this is going to in. And it's like, So that happens. And Jacob calls after he's back in war. But no, let's fast forward that. No, let's not get into that right yet. So like I said, Mac got all this stuff going on. And then towards the end, y'all, he come with us. And the girl, it turns out, also the man's fiance, he just got proposed. The door is also one of the fronts the door as well. She's got, the ring on and stuff. And the same girl, the one that's in this photograph, whatever, and he's and he's in, in lust with, is again is sitting, and the girl that was talking to Miss Uncle Mac, downstairs in the front, was like, like she's always there with her, but you can probably help her and stuff like that. Why don't you help her and stuff? Because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if she runs there to, that place and sits there. It's kind of like confusing, like the backstory. So he gonna go to the girl, and he's like, again, he was like, oh, you got into, basically like, okay, I guess they got into again, and she was trying to drive, or her mom wanted to drive, or something like, I don't know. All I know is he said he's gonna take her home, and I didn't know that was code for taking him to his home. Okay, so he's trying to offer a Coke and ginger ale. She's trying to get the whiskey, because that's what he started pouring. And she was like, you got a nice place better than my mom's, whatever. And he's like, I ain't got no kids. And she, like I said, I think she asked questions about he was like, no, the woman downstairs asked me when he was married and, tried being married. He was like, I've been married before, I ain't doing it again. But when he go upstairs, like I said, with this girl, like I said, his upstairs, like I said, he's staying in kind of penthouse type of things building. The lady didn't pay attention. He just sitting there taking the girl upstairs. How's that going home? Did they go the back way? I'm just saying. So, like I said, he's thinking liquor. Then she said she wished she could commit suicide. He showed her also this picture, because picture in the book to show like she resembled this girl, all that stuff. And then when she talked about the suicide story that he tried to commit suicide, she wanted to ask questions like how and why he did. I don't think he ever admitted how he supposedly did it. But he said his dad had left, and his mom, she had problems with alcoholism and stuff. And he kind of tried to commit suicide. I think he tried to commit suicide because he thought she was the reason why she ended up, getting killed. Whatever. And he said his mom used to be cool with somebody named Joanne and stuff like that. But once his sisters left and his dad, especially dad left, and his sisters were older, and he was obviously the youngest, his mom used to have him like cook and everything and do everything pretty much like his life was, like a servant. And so he got, puppy love and had a girlfriend. And the mom one day was mad and came in there and took everything out of the cupboards in the kitchen, told him to clean up, and he said no. So she ends up leaving out the house or something like that, and the police came to the house hours later, say she ended up walking across the railroad tracks. She went from one that was not clear, and the next one she accidentally got hit by, a train. Based on what he's saying, we don't know if this actually happened, because, this is a manipulous piece of sewage, okay? So we don't know if he's venting, or if he knows this is the way this is the game that he uses to get girls who are going through certain issues and to manipulate them. So that's when Jacob called. Callissa's Spain and I was in the background, and he basically is apologizing and stuff like that. And he's like, okay, I understand. Now, because the girl, like I said, wanted some Coca-Cola, really wanted some whiskey. But he's pouring for her so she can pour him a drink while he's talking to Jacob in the background. Even though at first he's like too late, but he ends up talking to Jacob. So they said Jacob said sorry because Calissa making sure, because they more so have a business relationship than actual love there, and she's hoping this will help, that she apologized to Mac, and they hope it will help him get back into the into the church and stuff in his position, okay, but. He's like, you did a good job in the presentation. My Clarissa was like, oh, thank you, or something. He was talking to them in the background and kind of got off the phone with them. And so, again, the girl was trying to ask more questions because he was trying to, all of a sudden he was going to offer her something to drink. And when she got towards about to drink, then they with the credits because she was about to, you could just have a little. Because like I said, she was still fast in the story, like, it's not your fault. Just like being and feeling sorry for him because he's just like, this, and then all of a sudden it kind of, like I said, all of a sudden he gives her, whiskey, Coca-Cola mixed whatever drink, whatever, but it was clearly liquor. And he said, "Oh, you can have some," and then it ends. I'm just like, sick ass motherfucker. I'm just saying, but it ends that way. So, like I said, he got 1 day to fix everything before Maeve comes out. It seemed like for whatever reason, because of the image thing, I don't know, because of alcoholic or is a gambler or some more other issues, that they don't want the dad to be nowhere near around him. But for some reason, Mac feels obligated every time he sees his dad to keep coming out that cash. Is it also because he knows what Mac is doing? Because it seems like it's more obligation, not more so like obligation. Because if they get the guy to leave, they have security to leave him alone. But it seems like there's some other stuff involved, if you know what I mean. Because Mac feels that's guilty. It's the only time you kind of, at least what I've seen this season so far, that he seems like he has some or feels like some type of guilt. It feels obligated to do this man. So whatever secret lies that even goes down to with their, May and Auntie Oprah and him, that he feels like he has to keep giving his dad money. But remember, he said his dad left, and it's like, not to say they couldn't got back together later on in life, but it's just like, okay. And then you wonder, once if the mother was dead, who had took them in. And as I'm saying, there's a lot of layers. I'm just asking questions. But anyway, y'all have a pleasant life this weekend, pleasant day, pleasant tomorrow, and hugs and loves. And I definitely see you in the next video. But yeah, really interesting, y'all. I'm still getting over if y'all. I'm not going to tell, because y'all don't watch Have Nots. Don't watch Have Nots. I'm not going to say, but it show ended with a good cliffhanger. Last night episode, okay? But if you'd like to see, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and like and share this video, y'all, and I'll see y'all next one.